Hi, this is Patty Toledo with Patty's Pit, and we're here with Doro. God, who needs presentation for that? You are.
Hi guys.
Thank you for talking to me. Like, it's a big pleasure to be here with you. And 25 years of career, it's amazing, especially for a woman in a metal scene. When you started, it was really a boys club. There wasn't anybody. Can you tell us a little bit about the whole journey? Like, of course, not detail, but how do you feel after 25 years?
I still love it so much, I must say, actually almost every year more. I love it, and I couldn't imagine a life without music, without metal, without the fans. And I started my first band when I was 15, and actually we didn't even know that we were a metal band. It was just like so new. The scene was very small and there weren't any magazines back then. Yeah, and then I had many bands. My first one was Snakebite, then Beast, then Attack, yeah, and then Warlock. And suddenly it felt like we were at the right place, the right time. And then we recorded our first album, Burning the Witches, in 1982. Yeah, and then it got released, and suddenly there were so many fans, and it was overwhelming. And then actually we knew we are part of this metal scene, which worldwide was just like coming up and growing bigger and bigger. And then we did our second album, Hellbound, and then on our third album, it was called True Steel, we had a great chance to play on the Monsters of Rock festivals. It was in England, Castle Donington, and 2 in Germany. And the Monsters of Rock festivals were the legendary, the biggest festivals in the world back then. I think it was 120,000 people, and we were the first band from Germany on the bill, and it was great. And then we did pretty good. The fans, they were like so excited. Yeah, and then actually we got like a chance, and then the record got released worldwide. And then I hopped on my first tour with Judas Priest. And Judas Priest back then, it was our favorite band. And my manager, he called me up. I was still working. I was a graphic artist, and he said, "Hey Doro, are you ready to quit your job?" And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, we can go on tour with your favorite band, with Priest." And I thought, oh my God, yeah. And then I ran to my boss and I told him I'm quitting my job because I want to do the tour, and then I want to try to survive as a musician. And he said, "Man, you're crazy," but he said, "Okay, good luck. I know I can't keep you." And he said, "Well, then do good." And and then ever since I'm on tour.
You did great.
Yeah, it was actually. No, we could learn from the best. It was 86, the Judas Priest tour, and 87, Ronnie James Dio tour, and then it was unbelievable. And now, we are here in Wacken today, and I played in Wacken many times, and I think it's a great festival, and it's awesome. It's always great to be here and to talk to the fans, all the bands. We all know each other somehow, and it's fantastic.
Now, I have a great admiration for you because everybody talks about the Queen of Metal, but I have all your solo albums, and I really like that this soft side that you show, that you can do everything, that it's not only the heavy metal scene, not only the strong singing, that you can also do the soft side, the romantic songs, and they are great.
To me, heavy metal was always freedom to do whatever you feel and do it with 100% conviction and passion and power, and I love it from super hardcore, from speed metal, like as hard as you can get it, and I love it as sensitive and soulful. So I love it all. Ballads, anthems, and of course the fast metal stuff. But to me, music is just like whatever comes out of the soul and the heart. When I feel, there's some energy behind it. You kind of can feel like when there's a magical song coming out, and then I don't care what kind of shape and form it is. When you feel it gives you like goosebumps, then that's a ticket.
And what do you think about women in music nowadays? Because before, women had this format that you could sing only certain kind of bands, certain kind of songs, and nowadays you have women doing anything.
Yeah, that's great. From Arch Enemy, Angela, fantastic. And actually, own style, beautiful voices. I'm a fan of many great singers. There are actually so many. I'm friends with Tarja Turunen and Flora Jansen, of course Angela, the girls of Girls School we just met here. I know them since the early 80s. But even when we started out, like in the early 80s, there were a couple of like great female singers. So it wasn't as many as today, but
it was harder, wasn't it? Like there was a preconcept about the women.
Yeah, but you know what? I love music and I love the fans so much. It never seemed to matter. And I think, it's always hard to fight for your music, to fight to stay alive. As a musician, it's hard. It's definitely not easy. So it was more like fighting, to do it. And that I was a female singer. I never. I don't know, I just did it. I went for
that's a good way. Like, don't think about it. Just do what you have to do.
And I never wanted to make a big deal out of it either. I just wanted to go for it and, and touch people's heart, touch the metal heart. And from day one, I always thought we had a great connection. The fan base there was always solid, and they carried me all these great, I think now 27 years, 28 years, it's unbelievable, and I deeply appreciate it, and I just want to make people happy, and and give it my all, and and I really think music is above that all. It doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, just like when you have music and metal in your heart, and I think that shines through. So I don't even like when we started the British wave of heavy metal, that was huge in the 80s, and then even for a German band it was hard, like you had to you really had to work through, to break through, to somehow get like to get recognized internationally, and but I feel comfortable being a woman. This is great too. And I was always treated very good. Everybody was very supportive. All the other bands, the musicians, everybody. I never had like a feeling of discrimination or no. It was all good.
And they're cutting us already. So last question, just because talk about the South American tour. You were so excited about it.
Yeah, we just came from South America and met fans. Thank you so much. It was awesome to be there. It was great. We went to Colombia, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, and it was wonderful. I was so happy, and it was awesome. And and since you said that you're from Argentina or that you live there, you're from Brazil, but you lived in Argentina, and you saw us in Buenos Aires. Yeah, a couple of years ago was my first time there with Stratovarius, and now we came there alone, and it was awesome. And all the people were so passionate, and so much from the heart, and that's what I appreciate the most, when I see feeling, and it was awesome. I want to come back as soon as we can. I hope next year.
I hope you come to Finland too, so we can meet again there.
Actually, I played in Finland a couple of weeks ago too.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like the festivals are always. I would like to see a show from you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We're coming soon, and thank you, metal fans, for all these great years. I love you. I will never ever give up, and I wish you a great time, and thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you very much.